So, you know, here's another rule of thumb. In a realm of deceit and deception, whenever these kids talk about via telepathy, in a realm of desperation, where you're dealing with all these desperate people, in a realm of people with more than conflicts of interest. Like I said downstairs in the kitchen, rule of thumb: always authenticate every piece of evidence that you receive, even if they got a high credibility. Because what I'm finding out is these guys are manufacturing credibility scores. They're lying for each other. They're cleaning people's face. So even if a guy with occupational status got caught, you won't lying and this and that, and has low credibility, you won't know because they'll clean his face and use his occupational status, his influence. Even if a rich guy shows up with a clean face and high credibility, supposedly he got caught too, but they cleaned his face and they're using his influence. Part of the reason they want to use influence and use credibility scores is so you don't second guess them. So what? Be a wise man. They say a fool learns from his own mistakes. A wise man learns from others. It's a common saying. Be a wise man. You've seen this as a realm of deceit and deception. You've seen all sorts of liars with whatever's going on. Rule of thumb: always authenticate any and every piece of evidence these guys give you, even if it's the Pope, even if the Holy of Holy gives you some evidence. Authenticate it. Even the Pope. Rule of thumb. Rule to live by. Even the Pope. Never forget that. Even the Pope. You got to authenticate. Make sure it's all legit. Bet my life, you may be glad you did such. And they're manufacturing right now, as usual. They keep doing their Q manufacturing, so don't fall for it. Don't be a Q guy. If you don't know how to authenticate what you're reading on a computer and you don't know the manipulations of how they could manipulate these readings, don't trust it. Another key point. Because they're doing something unnatural and it's annoying. I'm kind of getting pissed off by it. Yeah, so they're manufacturing neurophysiological cues right now to somebody. They're trying to sell some lie to someone. Don't fall for it. And if you don't know how to check for it, don't trust it. I can assure you it's real. Oh, but yeah, even if it's the Pope, authenticate it. Even the Pope. And even if he's got a high credibility score, because what I'm finding out, these guys have been manufacturing credibilities and giving people fake credibilities. Bet my life on it. And they even talk about people passing my credibility around somehow. I don't know how that works, but they have a way to pass it around. So I don't know how that translates, but they say they pass my credibility around, which is weird. So I don't even know what they do. And they even use it at opportune times, if that translates to anyone. So let's say they're trying to push an agenda and they somehow pass my credibility to them and then push the agenda and then pass it back or something. So they got all sorts of weird hustles that don't make sense to me because I've never seen the game or the world. I just hear these weird things. So then I try to throw it to someone it may make sense to, hopefully. So I'm throwing it to you. Praise Jesus.